Ever pondered on the accuracy of ancient prophecies? How about those made by the infamous Nostradamus? Michel de Nostredame, more commonly known as Nostradamus, was a 16th century figure of intrigue. He was an apothecary by trade, but his true fame lies in his reputation as a seer. His cryptic quatrains filled with symbolic language have been analyzed and debated for centuries. Nostradamus, the man who peered through time and scribbled down prophecies that continue to intrigue us today. Dive deep into the profound and sometimes eerie predictions made by Nostradamus. Michel de Nostredame, known as Nostradamus, was a 16th century physician and seer whose cryptic poems or quatrains have intrigued, fascinated, and bewildered his followers for centuries. Let's delve into some of these predictions that, remarkably, seem to have come true. One of the most chilling predictions concerns a certain dictator from the mid-20th century. Nostradamus wrote, "From the depths of the west of Europe, a young child will be born of poor people, who by his tongue will seduce a great troop." Many believe this to be a reference to Adolf Hitler, who indeed rose from humble beginnings to lead a vast army with his captivating speeches. Next, we turn to a prophecy that seems to eerily foretell the tragic death of Henry II of France. The young lion will overcome the older one in a field of combat in single fight. He will pierce his eyes in their golden cage, 2 wounds in one, then he dies a cruel death. As history has it, Henry died in a jousting match when a splinter pierced his eye. The young lion in this case is believed to be Gabriel Montgomery, who was 6 years younger than Henry. Lastly, we cannot overlook the prediction that many believe foretold the horrific 9/11 attacks. Nostradamus wrote, "In the city of God there will be a great thunder. 2 brothers torn apart by chaos while the fortress endures. The great leader will succumb. The third big war will begin when the big city is burning. The city of God, the 2 towers, the enduring fortress, the burning city." All these elements have led people to connect this quatrain to that fateful day in September. These mystifying predictions, accurate or not, continue to baffle scholars and enthusiasts alike. And while we may never unravel the full extent of Nostradamus's foresight, the allure of his quatrains will undoubtedly persist, inviting us all to ponder the mysteries of prophecy and fate. But Nostradamus was not just a seer, he was also a man of medicine. Yes, you heard it right. This prophet of prophecies also had a day job. Nostradamus was an apothecary, a profession akin to today's pharmacists. He mixed potions and elixirs, but not just to cure common ailments. His work held a deeper purpose. During the dark times of the 16th century, when the bubonic plague was rampant, Nostradamus was not one to sit back. He rolled up his sleeves, delved into his knowledge of herbs and concoctions, and set out on a mission. His innovative methods, such as advocating for clean water and fresh air, were revolutionary for that era. And the use of rose pills, a simple yet effective solution to combat the plague. Nostradamus was not just a man who foresaw the future. He was a man who shaped the present, using his knowledge to bring relief during a time of crisis. A revered seer, a committed apothecary, Nostradamus was indeed a man of many talents. Now let's delve into the most chilling of his prophecies, the end times. Nostradamus, the 16th century seer, penned down a series of quatrains that have sparked countless debates among scholars. His cryptic writings hint at a cataclysmic end, a time of great turmoil and destruction. From wars to natural disasters, his prophecies paint a grim picture of the future. On the other hand, biblical visions of the apocalypse take a more spiritual approach. The book of Revelation talks of a final judgment where the righteous are rewarded and the wicked are punished. It's a time of transformation, a transition from the earthly to the divine. Science, too, has its own take on the end times. Astronomers predict that in about 5 billion years our sun will exhaust its nuclear fuel. It will expand, engulfing the inner planets and marking the end of life on Earth as we know it. But here's the thing. These scenarios, whether penned by Nostradamus, inscribed in the Bible, or calculated by scientists, are all just potential futures. They serve as reminders of our mortality, our impermanence in the grand scheme of the universe. While the future remains uncertain, the prophecies of Nostradamus continue to captivate us, reminding us of the enigma of time and destiny.